Hello my foodies out there. Welcome back. I know I've been away for a while, but I'm back. Busy doing the work, the culinary work and all this other stuff. So, what I want to do today, we're in September, we're going into the fall season. So what I want to do, I realize over the summer, a lot of people have a struggle where to prepare fruits. You know, you go to the supermarket and you purchase all this expensive food that's done processed for you. So I'm trying to show you something very simple that you could process at home. You know, you spend less money, it takes a few seconds, you know, 2-3 minutes, you know, to do it. So first thing what you see we have in front of us here, I'm going to show you how to deconstruct a fruit, peel it, cut it for your lunch, for your day, for your kids, for anything you want to use it for. So I have a couple of stuff here that I want to talk to you first about. For example, we have here, it's a beautiful honeydew melon. Alright, you get this from any one of your retail store, your supermarket, your Chinese store. I have a bowl where I'm going to keep it in. Any kind of knife in the kitchen, sharp knife. Spoon to take the seeds out, right? Any spoon. Secondly, you need a cutting board surface. Okay, perfect. Now, why do I have this cloth? This cloth is going to save you a lot of trouble. So, without the cloth, you have your cutting board, it moves very easy. So, when you cut it, you're going to have problems, slips. So, you need to secure it. So, you always first get a cloth, make sure it's a little damp, right? A little bit of water, not too wet, a little damp. And you put it down on the surface first. Then, board. Now, secure. So, we're going to begin. First thing first, every fruit you get in your home, you should wash it. I don't care how many times I tell you to wash it and do it. A lot of people go into the supermarket sick and they keep touching your fruits. So first thing you need to do is get it washed. So I'm going to go over to the sink and get it washed. Okay? Then we're going to come back. Okay? Right? And then one other thing I like to do is piece of towel, just a paper towel, just to give it to dry so it's not slippery. Make sure I support it properly. Okay? If you're left-handed, you put it on your other hands like this, and you go like that. If you're right-handed like myself, you stay like that. Okay? So, now, all you need to do is put a little bit of, as this says, elbow grease, right? So a little bit of pressure. Make sure your knife is sharp. Notice, I'm not rushing, right? Get the first one off. That goes into your pan, right? Because you want to work clean, right? Secondly, you do the bottom. Okay. Now, perfect. It's not going anywhere now. You go to a supermarket, they cut it in half, and they sell you half of it for $3.99. But you purchase this one here for $3.99. Think about it. Okay? So now we go our first peel. Notice? As easy as it looks. And you keep following right along it like that. Just like that. Right? And you keep turning it slow. See that? Here you go. You don't need to get that big piece if you don't want to. Small. Now, you see here? Here is a little tough because it's just below the skin line. So what I like to do is just take it off like that. See that? Okay? Right? And you keep turning. Right? Right? To make sure all the skins are off, because the skin is pretty bitter to eat. Right? You look? It's perfect. You look at it and you're proud of yourself. You're happy. Now, if you feel comfortable that way, or this way, it doesn't matter, I'm comfortable this way because it's sturdy, then what I do, I go right down into it. Beautiful. Beautiful. So, next step. Use a spoon. Just scoop the seeds out. Perfect. That's easy. Put that aside. Repeat the same thing on the other half. Now, even better now, right? One important tip. You see my hands? I always try to keep one clean and dry always. Why? Because I don't want the knife to be slippery when working with any tools. So I try to keep it dry. That's why you might see I have a towel beside me. I just keep my hands dry. Okay? Right? You could do it thick, you could do it thin. Right? One slice at a time. Now, as you get good, you can start moving fast to impress your friends and your loved ones, right? Simple. Now, what did we get here? See that? Look something. I'm gonna put this on a plate and then I'll show you. Put this up like that. On top plate. This is what you get. Okay. Next off, we want to do something different with it now, right? Because those are slices, right? Just to bring it back to show you, that's slices. Okay. So we want to do dices. So then you cut it again. See that? Just wanted you to get to understand the melon, right? You have these two lips here. Okay. So what you could do is keep it like that and then do this. Make sure it's that way. Yeah. Cut it into four. Easy. You could cut it anyway. See, I'm using the tip of the knife. See that? Then you move that to the plate. Now, if you say you want to try something very nice, what you could do, when you look at it like this, you could go like this, cut this out. Don't throw this away, this is still a good fruit. This is the best part. When you try it, you could tell me this is the best part of it. I put it on my plate. You even get better shape, right? And then what you could do to it, you could do all kind of design to it too, right? Usually some people take it and mark it like that, right? Right? This is if you want to get really creative with it, but you don't have to. So then you could go really slow, slices like that. The reason why you see my hands are like this on it is to just guide the knife when I cut, because I want to cut thin slices. So I use this finger to guide my knife so I don't cut myself. You notice I don't have my hands like that, because if you start doing this with that finger like that, you're gonna cut it off. So even if you can't do it, what I'm doing here right now, like this, because this is practice, what you could do, let me show you. You could do this. Bring a knife up like that and go like that. That'd be fine. That'd be perfect. And notice the action. You get to this whole part here because you're not thing. You just turn it. Turn it like that and go. Okay, you got another piece of dice. All your fruits are cut. Now I move this over. Now this one here, it's thinner than that. Smaller because I cut this off. Here is the final product. Right? So what we have here is the sliced one, the first, the smaller ones, and the dice ones. Okay? Perfect. What I want to do before I plate anything that I prepare, I like to taste it first. So it doesn't matter who I'm giving it to, I want to make sure I taste it, make sure it's good, so I know the person is going to enjoy it after. So I have a fork here. I'm going to take a piece just to try it to make sure it's sweet, it's good, see what the flavor profile is, okay? Alright, just like that. If it's too big, it's cut it smaller, okay? Yes, I made a right choice. Sweet. Now, it's so sweet I have to talk, okay? If you taste the smell and you don't like it, what you do not go back to the same store. You move on to a different store. And as you get lower into the winter season, I recommend that you don't purchase any melon because they're not great. Especially, you know, when it said it gets smaller and smaller, it says how to season. So it's good to enjoy all your fruit before winter comes. Okay? But I'm saying that, I still think this is the best source you can get fresh. Okay? You have the frozen product, but the fresh one is better. Okay? So if you're gonna take it to work, or you're gonna eat it later or something like that, what you need to do is store it in the fridge. You need to put it into something like this, or you can put it into your Tupperware, the plastic ones that you have, right? People like the plastic one because it's lighter, right? I just like this one here because I don't have to move with it too much, okay? So, plating it is nothing too particular to it, right? So you just have to put it into the bowl, right? I would just make sure that it's well organized properly, so it doesn't look like you just throw it in because you don't care, right? You see why it's important to always keep your hands clean? Because you have to touch the food, even for your family. You still have to touch the food, so you have to make sure your hands are always clean, okay? Here is the final product of the fruit that I just cut. You could also do this at home. I have faith in you that you could do it. You just watch this video, and if you need any more tips, you know where to find me. If there's another fruit that you would like to see me to peel and break it down like this for you, please comment at the bottom and I will be happy to do it. This is what I love to do. Thank you. Have a great one. Bye.